Hey guys, thanks for being on our channel this morning. Loretta is going to do her thing with the trimmer and the Boxwoods, the American Boxwoods. Sorry about that. She loves cutting these Boxwoods, trimming them Boxwoods. We're going to remove them next year. I think two winters ago, we had a terrible winter and a drought before that, and it killed most of them. It destroyed a lot of the vegetation, most of them. But we've painted some of them with green paint, believe it or not, and they've survived somewhat through the years. But Loretta has decided it would be best to remove them, and we're going to do that next spring, hopefully. Hopefully we will. And she's going to trim them up for this fall and see how it comes out. She may change her mind. I don't know.
Hard to tell. I have to walk out here to see. They're so big, they're just splitting all. Yeah. It's just hard to shape them up because they're so out of shape.
Right. Yeah.
It's just hard to make them look good because they're so big, they're splitting, they got holes in them.
They're getting old like this. That's looking better. Looking a lot better.
Yeah, that's a better
The American boxwood is probably, I would say, probably the most popular shrub over the years that has been used. The, Now there's all kinds of different boxwoods now, but the American boxwood is probably the most over the years, back for the last 50, 60 years, it's been probably the most used boxwood there is. And some of you may have a different opinion on that, but we see them more so than the others. And these are older. Actually, Loretta says 20 years, maybe 20 years old, 20, 22 years old. That's what as they grow, they're going to continue to grow. But you trim them back, and they're still somewhat the same size. But with the inside stems and the disease that grows along with them in them, it changes them. And the weather, we had a tremendous amount of drought and a hard freeze. And we're in West Tennessee, in northern West Tennessee, and we don't usually get that kind of cold weather. And it did affect them. I'll show you this bush here. Let me show you this one. This one here, you can see it's killed a lot of it. And now we painted it green. You can see some of the green. We had some green paint. It's just parts of it is dead. This one here particularly is dead. It's starting to die. But Loretta's, like she said, she wants to try to get rid of them and put something in this place. And I think we probably will. She usually has a pretty good eye on what she wants to do. Where y'all can hear me. One of the best things that we've invested in is battery-powered equipment. Our weed eater, our trimmers. That we no longer have to have a cord. It's just, and they just work so much better. 10, 15 years ago, I would have said different. I would have said no. Battery-powered equipment didn't last very long. Or your hand equipment didn't last very long. The batteries were not good. What they've lithium batteries and have made progress, and they're wonderful now. Nearly every one of our outdoor yard equipment and stuff and drills, and weed eaters, trimmers, they're all powered by electricity and recharging. A battery will usually last us about a couple of years, maybe a couple of years, and then we have to replace it. That's acceptable. Aftermarket batteries, and they're usually better to buy the name brand market batteries, but an aftermarket battery will usually last you about 2 years, about a year and a half, 2 years. A season, a season. Anyways, that's what we're. Turns first, but we're in the drought, and you can see that the boxwoods are hurting. Everything is hurting for water. We generally do not water all of our property. I wish we could. I wish we did, but we don't. Most people do not. I guess if you're in the city or in a small spot, we have 5 acres here. We would probably need watering. But people in a rural area, a city area where you have a small yard, maybe a half-acre yard or something, that would be acceptable, you could probably water and do well with it, or in your out in your bushes and you could probably water and do good with those. But unfortunately, as you can see, we have quite a bit. There is 300 foot of maiden grass here. Starts over here and goes all the way down 300 foot. That's a 4-year-old. That's a 4-year-old project right there. We started 4 years ago, and we planted them. Had it planted the maiden grass, and we plugged it off from these over here. This over here, we plugged it off from that one, and some of these up here. Some of these up here, we plugged it from these up here, and there was some of them up around the flagpole garden. They were plugged out. Our yard man, the yard crew, plugged them out, and we set that whole row of maiden grass. It's 300 feet. It's on our west end of our property. It's a good privacy fence. I hope you can hear me good. Loretta's still running behind me, but she's getting with it. I'm over here talking, and she's working. She likes to trim. She doesn't. She wants anything else. Basically, I do. But I've had 18 boxwoods on East Main when I was here around my house, and I love trimming them. I've kept them in good shape. But Loretta has always taken over the job of doing the trimming, and she does a wonderful job. She does a wonderful job. And she likes to do it. She actually loves to trim the boxwoods.
I think I need to take a break.
Well, you probably do. You're doing a good job. You like one more bush, a couple more, one on the corner. You're doing good. All right.
I'm going to take a break.
I'll put you guys on hold there a minute. Put you guys on hold. Thanks for being on our channel this morning. And Loretta's doing a great job on this project here. So she's going to take a break, though. And so am I. I don't have to take much of a break, but I will. Okay, she's sitting back to work. Huh? Yeah, she's getting back to work. And we just started back. We took a little break and we're going right back at it. Well, she's going to try to trim it up a little bit, I suppose, but just, Okay, what are you doing?
Guys my age laugh at my jokes, treat me like one of the bros. Think I'm cool, but they would never date me. 'Cause girls my age have tiny waists, skin tight denim, baby faces, dance at the bar like no one's watching. But I'm just a flower on the wall, not someone you'd ever fall for. But in a couple weeks, you look at me. When I get pretty, then you'll want me. I'll be picture perfect to make you happy. I'll be dancing, center of attention, the vision of the woman that you wanted me to be. When I get pretty.
Rose season is done. And let's see that. Now these are knockout roses here. Get y'all down here. These are knockout roses as well here. Now you can see that they have a tremendous year on these. Good on now, Wasp. You better hit the road, dude. Okay. Oh, Wasp. These roses have done really well. Loretta and I were at Lowe's in Milan, I believe, Milan, Tennessee. And the guy that ran the garden department said, can't remember what time of year it was. He said, these roses are about dead. He said, I'll take $3. I'll let them go for $3 a piece. And we bought them. We bought two, I think we bought two of them, and they survived and done good. They have really outdone themselves this spring. And now you see, as you can see, they are down. They're getting down to where they're just about to not produce. And what they do produce, it just does it well. It's the fall of the year, and roses and plants, many plants will bloom and make and produce blooms and seed, or whatever you want to say, by the length of your day and night. Soybeans, or it all works along the length of your day and night. And in the spring, when it gets to that, when that plant gets that optimum time in your day and night, it will start to bloom and start making a bloom and producing seed on lots of plants. But in the fall, when you come into the fall season, you're going to see the same length of time. You're seeing the same length of day and night, because you're going back the other way as you're going back towards winter. It's just the length of your day and night. And some of your plants that typically grow in the spring and into early summer are going to try to bloom again. You'll see that in your yard, and you'll see that and stuff. And that's the reason it does that. You say, well, this thing's blooming at this time of year. It's kind of odd. Well, that's what's happening when you get the same amount of, when it gets the proper amount of daylight, not the same amount of, that's equinox, but when you get the same proper amount of daylight and darkness, day and night, when you get the proper amount, then it'll start blooming and start producing seed. Plants are amazing. I worked in the agriculture business for 30 years, and we study plants every day, and how to fertilization and controlling weeds, controlling fertilization, controlling weeds, and that's what we do. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Plants are wonderful. Plants are they're alive. You have to remember that plants are alive just like we are, and we try to keep them growing, make them grow their best. Anyways, let me get back up here so you can see her. Hey, don't fall. Oh, that's a bad time for it. All right, there we go. All right. Done a good job of that.
Whatever it is, that needs cut.
Well, all right. I'll have to go get the trimmers and cut all that out of there. Just try to cut as much of it as you can. There you go. Try to cut it most of the time. Just cut most of it we can with that trimmer.
Well, I have to be careful because the wires down here.
I understand.
I don't want to cut in the wires.
Well, no, you don't need to do that.
So I have to be careful.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming along on our video and our channel of Life on Loretta Hill here in West Tennessee. We're not an educational channel and very little entertainment, I'm assuming. But thanks for coming along on our channel. We're about done. We're going to wrap it up for today, and we're going to sweep up the stuff, and that'll be kind of uninteresting. Sweeping up the remnants of what she's cut. So we'll catch you on the next one.